In west central Indiana, in the hot Hoosier sun, where the little boys play basketball all day, and the Wabash and the state line first join as one, and to the south they try to run away. Terre Haute, a town that the story's born in, the day they tried to tear the building down. And who'd have thought those people would have been in the riot at the Alibi Lounge? The riot at the Alibi Lounge. The afternoon was quiet for the bar on Saturday. At 5, happy hour was underway. A few hours later, the crowd began to sweat. At 9 o'clock, the band began to play. It's hard to figure why the crowd got so large. It only happens once or twice a year. But nobody was ready for what happened when Jim Casey spilled Fred Henry's beer. When Jim Casey spilled Fred Henry's beer. Fred Henry saw his drink go down and he spun around and he swung. And before he thought he'd knocked his buddy down. And as he felt Jim Casey sprayed his drink into the crowd. Before he lit, he'd knocked 3 others down. And who's to say what leads the hand of man to fight? When chairs fly and bottles smash on the floor. But when it came time to either leave or fight, not one man headed for the door. Not one man headed for the door. The band gave up and left the stage when they thought they had a chance. They tried to make it safely around the side, but several people wanted to see musicians dance. The music came from the crowd that night. Jim Dudley saw the drums were standing empty. He began to play, but his head caught a flying chair. His lights went out and he crumpled over forward. His broken head lay bleeding on the snare. His broken head lay bleeding on the snare. Irving Jones had just stopped in to have a couple of drinks. He just sat down by a girl he liked to meet. When it started like a shot and he was pushed out through the door, he stumbled and fell down across the street. The outside was as quiet as a graveyard, the quiet guarded by just one swinging door. And each swing gave a glimpse of the riot, but soon 7 sirens would roar. Soon 7 sirens would roar. At home, the wives and children sat and watched the TV shows, not knowing that their men were in the fight. Just like they sat and watched and waited 1,000 other times, but their men were not coming home that night. The ambulance was racing for an hour. Punching gouts and stabbed fighters bled. Each of them had reached for his power, but the blood of Terre Haute ran mighty red. The blood of Terre Haute ran mighty red. The Hoosier town was on the rag that day, and the Hoosiers are the ones that had to pay.